guys, Old Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and tonight we're going to be doing Mardu Humans. So one of the cool cards I thought that came out of Ikoria long before we started getting the idea of what companions are going to bring to the game was General Kudro. I thought it was kind of cool. There was a bunch of humans that were already currently in standard. This set also brought additional humans, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to build a deck around it. I know some of the early deck builders, especially in some of the pre-release events, some guys had started building decks around it, but of course this card kind of fell by the wayside with all the other crazy stuff that's going on. So I wanted to revisit it. You know, I'm kind of on my kick right now. Okay, the meta's kind of weird right now with companions, how they're working out, how things are going on. It's more of the same. So I wanted to go with something a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more fun on the table. So I went with humans instead. So if you happen to like the content, let me know. Comment down below, like, subscribe right there. It would be super helpful for the channel. We're inching ever closer, my friends, to the lifelong goal of this channel of 1,000 subscribers. So if you do happen to enjoy the content, that'd be greatly appreciated. All right, so on to the deck. So of course we're going to go 3 colors because why not? There's a bunch of cool humans you can go in there, and General Kudro, let's kind of get into his ability first. That's really the reason why we're here. General Kudro, 3 casting costs for 1 black, 1 white, and 1 for 3/3, and all other humans you get are +1/+1. And whenever General Kudro or another human enters the battlefield under control, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. That's super useful when you've got companions casting stuff out of the graveyard. There's a whole bunch of graveyard play, like, I don't know, the Zenith Flare deck that's going to pull all of those cycling cards out. Super useful. You can also sacrifice 2 humans for 2 and destroy target creature power greater than 4. So you're going to obviously start level 4 in the deck and then kind of build around him. He has a little enforcer, a little buddy that came along with him, is that legendary humans you control are indestructible. He is a 2/3 for 2, which is absolutely outstanding. For 4 mana, you can exile target card from a graveyard. Seems like a theme. If it was a creature card, you can create a 1/1 human soldier. So those are kind of like the 2 key pieces, and then a whole bunch of humans to build around it. So we're going to go with Law-Rune Enforcer. I like this card because first of all, it's a lot of value for a 1/2 for 1, really good, great blocker, and for 1 you can tap a creature with a great converted mana cost 2 or greater. So those are the big creatures you're actually worried about mid to late game. Tap it. Guess what? Now it can't attack. You're taking it out of combat. I'm going with Whisper Squad on this one because I love the deck thinning ability. It is again a 1/1 for 1, but for 2 you can actually search for another Whisperer in the squad and in your deck, and then just put it directly into the battlefield. So that's really kind of cool. It's tapped, but so what? But it does help thin out the deck, which is actually really cool. Fervent Champion, he is one of the better cards currently in standard right now. 1/1 with First Strike and Haste, and of course, I mean, you don't really get to key off of a lot of his knights. I think there aren't, I don't know if I even have any other knights, and I don't know that it matters, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, there's the Crusaders is another knight. That's it. I don't think Tajic is a knight. Yeah, so like you don't really get to gain on that knight ability, but so what? It's a 1/1 human, First Strike, Haste. Gotta love all of that. The equip ability is one of the things we'll keep an eye out here for later. Hero of Precinct One, this card, oh man, this card has had its days. It's kind of waned in the strength and power of the current sets that we have right now, but it's still a really good card. And whenever you cast a multicolor card, which we have oodles of in the deck, you're creating more tokens. This is a huge flood deck, is really kind of where this deck is going. How many humans can you create as quickly as possible? Dire Tactics, great removal for 2, exile target creature. If you don't control a human, you lose life equal to that creature's toughness. That's really not going to be a problem for you. We already went over General Enforcer. Stormfist Crusader, I like the drawing ability, plus I love the little tinging ability of being able to ping 1 damage for each. Granted, it's you too, but so what? It'll be fun. And she's Menace, why not? Judith, because you want to make your humans a little bit stronger, and Tajic, of course, maybe you can mentor them up, get them bigger. Tajic can also get First Strike and prevent all damage. It will be done to other creatures you control. Super useful. And of course, we'll top it off with Embercleave, because if you have red, why not go with Embercleave as well? Only 2 copies. We're not really hinging on it. The mana base on this one is a little bit complex, I'm going to admit. So this is where the fun kitchen table stuff, when you start going off of the mana base, if you're trying to build this in paper, probably goes off the rails for you. So you can fill this in with some other stuff if you're building in paper, for those who are still doing that in these times and crazy days. Castle Ardenvale, because I love the fact that it creates 1/1 humans, 2 plains, 1 Castle Locthwain, 3 swamps, Castle Embereth, because we went with all the castles. It's kind of a weird themey deck. Nothing fun. It was nothing but fun here. 2 mountains, and then Godless Shrine, Blood Crypt, Sacred Foundry, and of course the Savai Triome. So yeah, that's the deck. Haven't really done a lot of playtesting with things, so you're really going to see some of the early games in this. But it's just, like I said, a fun, casual deck, oodles of fun, and we're going to go play some games with it. So, If you like the deck, of course, if you have a better Mardu Humans deck or a better Humans deck in general, like I guess it would have to still be in the black-white variety to be able to keep General Kudro into play, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. Like, I'm debating maybe revisiting this deck and just doing it black-white Humans because it still pulls off Hero of Precinct One. You can still pull that combo off. You can still go with Dire Tactic. You can still go with the Crusader. So, like, the key pieces are there to do it in black-white. Whisper Squad's kind of in there. I'm sure there's some of the key pieces. I just like adding the red for Embercleave because if you're going to splash red for Embercleave, why not? Alright, where to go from here? Dire Tactics. Mana base looks sort of okay. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. We're going to go ahead and keep this. I think we'll pay the 2 life and put the Whisper Squad down when you get something down early, because it looks like this is going to be a Rakdos Sacrifice deck. Save Dire Tactics. Oh, look at that. He looks familiar. Let's go with the Stormfist Crusader. I'm going to hold on to Dire Tactics just for his companion. I also like getting the General down next early. Or Tajic, one or the other. Tajic would be really nice. Oh, there's General Kudro. Let's go ahead and pay that for Kudro. Get him down on the first turn. Or first time playing the deck, anyway. And he's debating both of the deck. Interesting. Still causing problems there. And the Enforcer's probably going to be next. Yep, just in case he decides to do something squirrely. Ooh. So, indestructible. Do we do it? Do we do it? No, I think, yeah, why not? There's no downside to it. Yeah, just go ahead and take the 3, my friend. I think we're going to go for Tajic next. Although the other 2/3 human General Enforcer also is super tempting. I am holding out. Abash is coming. Witch's Oven. Yep, that's what this whole deck is about. You could, potentially. He's indestructible. You actually have to kill him first. That's where the fun part of having 2 generals not claim the firstborn. That's interesting. So he's just going to Witch's Oven our little guy. Isn't that nice of him? So we're going to go ahead and activate this ability because we want to lose it. Drop that. And we'll block that. He's going to kill Kudro anyway. That's fine. Disappointing, but fine nonetheless. It's okay. I'm holding out for you, buddy. Godless Shrine. We'll pay the 2, see if we can get Tajic down. No, let's go with the other Enforcer, because I still want to keep Dire Tactics up. So we want to tap that, and we'll tap that. I still want to keep Dire Tactics up, because when a Bosch comes down, that's where the problems are coming in. So we're just going to hold off on this one. And we'll see if he quits whenever a Bosch dies. Which is what, again, I am finding with a lot of companion decks. Is they don't plan ahead. And put second copies in there. Ooh, Judith. Very nice choice. I'm a big fan. Obviously he's not planning on attacking. Interesting. So since he's not going to go with a Bosch, we're going to go ahead and pull that one out. I think we're okay losing an Enforcer to kill his giant. I'll trade those. I should have done it before Judith. Totally forgot about Judith. That's my bad. Well, we know Abash is coming next. Let's get Tajic down. Still want to keep the black-white open, so we'll keep that. Go here, here, and then there. We'll get Tajic down. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does if we go in and swing. He's just going to let it go. Because he believes he's got a Bosch down and he's going to win. He's just going to come in, drop a Bosch, and he's going to win. That's what he's thinking right now. He's like, I don't know what this guy's doing. Sure. Wait for him to swing. And then he's open for death next turn. Woohoo, did we end this well? Did we end it? Yeah, you was going to say, you can go ahead and sacrifice him. That's fine. Because we're going to Embercleave you on the next turn, my friend, and that is going to be the end. See, a little too excited there. No, we're just going to swing. Swing for the fences. And Embercleave for the win. Nicely done. Good game, my friend. Very well played. Again, it's the one, like, I know everyone's complaining about companions. I do get it. Like, there are some craziness in there, but there are answers to them. You just need to prepare and play around them. It's always nice to have the cards in your hand, too. There's something to be said about that. Alright, so that was fun. That was actually literally my first game with the deck. Played out almost exactly the way I wanted it to. Would have preferred not to have my general claim the first board and sacrifice, but nonetheless. Because having Tajic indestructible is super awesome. Alright, away we go. Pirate Boy. Pirate Boy. I wonder if he's from the Pittsburgh area. I'm a big pirate fan. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. A little concerned. Less likely to want to drop all my... Oh, I love the Brazil backings. This one I get a feeling I might be able to. Another instant one. It seems like every video I recorded... Yeah. Alright, so I recorded the other one yesterday. You probably already saw it on, if I do my math. You should have seen that one on Monday. I have opponents that are just like, yeah, I didn't get what I wanted. I'm just going to insta-quit. So, okay. Not sure what that's about, but hey, whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I've definitely had situations where I've had to mulligan down to, like, the 5th card. I'm like, if you're mulliganing that far, game, guy, game. That's interesting. Yeah, we'll definitely drop that. I wonder if he's going to think I'm playing, like, some sort of uber power deck whenever I drop this. Alright, so we're gonna go Hero of Precinct One. And we'll just start laying down all of our multicolored cards. Heartless Axe! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're gonna pay the 2 life. We're gonna drop that. The General Enforcer himself. What is he playing with here? What has he got going on? that. So he's burned 2 Heartless Axe now. That means that he's not going to have it for all of these others. Fine companions I have over here. We'll go ahead and drop the 2. Since he didn't care for that so much, I think we should cast another. He can't have a 3rd Heartless Axe in hand. Can he? Can he? Essence Scatter. Lovely. Here, have 1 damage. Alright, let's see which one he can't decides to counterspell this time. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. You know you want to. Counter her. There you go. Good job. And that'll get Tajic down. And away we run. Alright, I got a distinct feeling he's going to counter this, but why not? Sure. Still taking 6. And we shall wait. I'm going to assume he's just got a fistful of counters at this point. Oh, he's going to bounce something. He's thinking of... Sure. And we'll just Embercleave our little buddy here. Alright, so I assume I'm going to get to the... Cool. A little late for that, though, isn't it? Like, it's got double strike. I don't know how much more you can actually hope to pull off on that one. You have to block with your companion, my friend. And there we go. 2 in a row. 2 in a row for Mardu humans. All kinds of fun stuff in there. All kinds of fun stuff. Alright, we'll go ahead and play one more on this one. I usually try to get at least 3 games out of a deck. We're having some luck tonight. I've had a pretty good run. I'm probably going to lose it here. Since I'm recognizing that I'm doing well today with a fun deck, that's when I'm going to lose it. That's when it's going to come in and go, no, now you're going to get crushed. Have some Teferi control fun. That's what's going to happen. I am interested to see, so far, it genuinely does seem to be doing a pretty good job doing unpairing, though. I don't feel like any of the 2 decks that we, I know where they were going, except for that last one. I'm not really sure, aside from the companion, where else he was going with that deck. Because that companion, there's so many different places you can go with it. I liked the control part of it, but I'm just kind of curious as to what else he was going with on that. But yeah, no, so far, fun deck. Nothing oppressively powerful. Oh, I wish I had non-tap lands, but that is the curse. We'll just play a turn behind. Oh, Garudin. Oh, this will be oodles of fun. All of the bounce shenanigans. Well, I opened my mouth, didn't I? So we are going to go ahead and pay 2 life and get the Hero of Precinct One down. I did open my mouth to a control deck, so here we go. We'll see how we do. We'll see if we can get out ahead of him quick. I don't know that we can. Having Judith down next turn is going to be super helpful. If we can get the general, this could go really fast. You legendary? No, sir. Deafening Clarion. Well, we knew that was kind of coming. Let's go Judith. That would have been nice to have down before. Teferi. Oh, what did I say? What did I say? Teferi goodness. I still never... Well, like, this one's going to work out because I don't have any combat. Alright. Let's go. Judith once again.
Here
sure.
We go.
I have nothing but creature spells anyway. That does not infect me in any way, shape, or form, sir. Come on. Oh, that's interesting.
Hey, that was uncalled for.
Let's get rid of... Yeah, let's... He's not going to be pulling much out of the graveyard, but let's pull Narset out just in case.
I have reached my limit.
And we'll pull the Deafening Clarion out, sure. Yeah, now we're in a position, even if you bounce me, I still got something coming back. I sense a board wipe coming.
I've got it.
Fires! Oh, it's Teferi Fires. Oh, how much fun. Yeah, nothing wrong with this card at all. Nothing at all, Wizards. Not one thing. 3 Deafening Clarions. Really? Three Deafening Clarions he's cast. 3. That's like absurd. How many cards in? How many cards in?
That's more like it.
It sure is, Teferi. Come on. Sure. How many board wipes? 3 Deafening Clarions he's cast in a Shadow of the Sky. This is going to have... Yep, it's going to have a Typhoon. That's it. That's his win condition. That little 2/2 token. But since you're never going to be able to do anything because he can free cast all day long... Sure. Alright, this stopped being a fun game. We're going to go ahead and say good game because we genuinely can't win at this juncture. We're never getting out of this one. So we're just going to go ahead and concede on that one. He definitely has that one. So anyway, it was kind of a sour note to end a fun deck on a super control decks like that. But it is what it is. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below how you built your humans deck. If you do have an idea for an Orzhov a humans deck, let me know in the comments down below. I'm super interested. I think it's something I'd like to continue to toy around with and tinker with. So anyway, until next time, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.